Morning guys. Sorry this video is a little bit later today. I forgot I had to do a quick redo of this one. We just changed the workout slightly for today. So for the warm-up, the couch stretch, pigeon stretch, and then we're going into 2 rounds of 3 separate movements. So for the couch stretch and pigeon stretch, those are the ones. Couch stretch your foot, you can bring it up against a wall behind you, or you can just grab your foot behind you like this. From there, you're gonna have the opposite leg coming up in front of you. From there, you're gonna squeeze your glute. I can feel a nice stretch with this one without even bringing my foot up. But if you're not feeling that, squeezing through your glute, you're just gonna reach back for your foot or bring it up onto a couch behind you. Holding here for 30 seconds in that couch stretch on each side, you wanna feel it in the front of your leg. 30 seconds per side, then you're gonna go into the pigeon stretch. For the pigeon stretch, that one leg's gonna be out in front of you. Watch out, Luna, go. Go to your bed, go to your bed. One leg out in front of you, and then you're leaning over that. So from there, you're gonna feel a nice stretch on the back of your leg, maybe into the side of your glute. You're gonna hold here now for 30 seconds on each leg. Depending on flexibility, some of you may be able to get that shin a bit straighter across. My hips are pretty tight, so I cannot do so, but holding that for 30 seconds per side. I'm gonna go in your crate. Go to your crate. Good girl. Get the dogs out of the way. Next one is going to be 2 rounds of these movements. So reverse lunges, push-ups to a chair. Whichever way you do your push-ups for the warm-up, just make sure they're easy. There's push-ups in the workout as well today. So make sure they're easy for you, just warming up that movement at this point. And then plank marches. For the plank marches, you're holding a plank and your legs are lifting behind you. So rear step lunges, stepping back, trying to stay neutral through the hips, seeing lots of leaning towards the side, losing balance as we're doing lots of lunges lately. So try and stay neutral through the hips. You're gonna step back, stay upright, and then back to standing. Keep them controlled for the warm-up. You're gonna do 10 reps, so 5 per side. Then you're going into the chair push-ups. I'm just going to use the back of the couch here to show this one. Actually, I see a chair right there. You guys will be able to see better. So let me grab this chair. So still staying straight through your body. Feet are grounded. You're going to get your chest to your chair or your couch and then back into that full press. Down with control. Shoulders are back and down. And press. 10 reps. For the plank marches, it's the feet that are going to be elevating behind you. So you're holding plank. One foot you're going to kick up. Try not to sway from side to side through the hips. Coming back down with control. And the other foot comes up. Can't see my second foot there. Take your time through these. 5 per side. 10 total. Holding that plank the whole time. 2 rounds of that. So then you're back to those reverse lunge steps. Another set of 10 push-ups and another 10 plank marches. For the workout, 15-minute AMRAP today. Movements change a bit depending on which color you do. So this is one where you may be at a different progression with different movements. So just take note of that. You may want to mix and match a couple of the colors, and that's fine. Pick movements where you can keep moving for 15 minutes though. We did this one at 6 a.m. today, and it's not one you want to stop moving through. Those holds get pretty challenging once you get tired, but that's kind of like your rest time for your arms and your legs. So your lunges and your push-ups should be something that you could keep either unbroken or maybe 2 sets for those reps of push-ups. So nothing that's going to stop you for too long. Movements, lunges or air squats. Yellow and orange today is air squats, so just the regular squat, trying to get all the way down in that range, back to standing. If you're still working on that range, you could do a box squat, have something behind you, sitting back to your box and back to standing. If you're a bit higher in that level of squatting, but lunges are bothering you right now, there's been a couple people where whether your knees are bothering you or you're just not able to go down into that lunge, you could also make this a goblet squat. So hold a little bit of weight in front of you, coming down into that squat instead of doing those lunges. The other thing you could do is if you're okay with step ups, but that lunge is bothering you, you could make this a step up instead of a lunge as well. So a couple options there for that lunging movement. Next one is the bent hollow hold or an L-sit hold. Bent hollow hold, we've been doing a lot of these. Legs are bent in, shoulders stay off the ground, and you're reaching forward. You can try having your hands overhead, but remember your shoulders shouldn't lower if you're bringing hands overhead. If this is easy for you, you can try straightening your feet. It is a long hold today. It's 30 to 45 seconds. So pick something you can hold for that full time, 30 to 45 seconds. The L-sit hold, I have a hard time with because, well, I say it's because of my shoulders. My shoulders tend to come forward in this movement, but if you have some parallettes like we do, you're gonna try keeping those shoulders back and down and then bringing the feet up in front of you, holding there for that 30 to 45 seconds. Another way to do the L-sit, if you have something to hang from, you could come to a hanging position, either hanging with one leg up, maybe you try your knees up, depending on that flexibility. It's still gonna put tension through your midline for that 30 to 45 seconds. Next one is the push-ups. I already showed you those. If you're doing push-ups to a chair, you could also do push-ups to the ground. Make sure your chest is hitting. Push-ups from your knees if you don't have anything, but try and elevate yourself today before going down to your knees. So kind of just go based on the equipment that you have at home. Elevate if you have to. Last movement, plank hold or an upside down hold. So if you want to kick up against your wall, you're holding for 30 to 45 seconds there. You can come into a plank if that feels better for you. Luna, please. Coming into a plank. I should have put these dogs in their crate before I did this. Sorry, guys. Or the other one would be to walk up to a wall in a wall walk. So your feet coming up onto the wall and getting as close to it as you can. Coming up into that pike and holding there in a hollow body for that 30 to 45 seconds. There's a few options for that one. From there, guys, after that 15 minutes, you're gonna work on those Bulgarian split squats today. That back foot is going to come elevated on a box behind you, or maybe it's a bench behind you. I'm not going to elevate my foot because I didn't bring my box in today. And then from there, you're thinking dropping straight down into that split squat. As a reminder, what we don't want to see here is that we're lunging forward. You're not sending your weight forward into that knee. You're coming straight down with those hips. Vertical shin at the front, back to standing. You're going to stay on one side, 6 to 10 reps. Rest for 30 seconds to a minute, and then switch to the other side, 6 to 10 reps. You could do these in a split squat as well. If you don't have anything to elevate your foot on, that's fine. Come down, straight, back up into that split. If you want to weight them, you could weight them here, you could weight them here, or you can come up into a front rock. There's a tempo, 3-0-X-0 means the tempo is counting down. 3, 2, 1, stand. 3, 2, 1, stand. For those 6 to 10 reps. That is the accessory. So that's all we have today. Have fun doing this workout and have a great weekend. Bye, guys. Sorry about the pups.